I'm good, good.
I'm hoping you can fire my ass out.
Okay, that's the goal. All right, I'm gonna go for it tonight.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like, it's hard to find a church that everyone wants to love everyone Jesus.
I know.
And I hate that shit.
I know you do. I'm with you. All right, good evening, everybody. It is good to see you. It is 6. Robin has something to say. I got you. It is so good to see you. Real quick, before everyone gets too settled, those of you who are new tonight, I always begin on time. It's probably a complex, but I must. And so at 6 p.m. we will always kick off. Real quick things for us to think about is in the back, tenors. Yeah, typically bass baritone over here. Remarkably on brand. For those two sections, if you just want to, there are some splits in this music. So I don't care quite how you group. I think actually lower, sort of on the edges, bass and baritone, but be near each other. For sopranos and altos, just because there's more of you, and we want a little more coordination. We want soprano 1s more towards the side here, soprano 2s sort of in the middle-ish area here, alto 1s in the middle-ish area here, and alto 2s sort of over on this side. And there's all sorts of different splits in this music. But anyway, my name is Max Nolan. I'm the music director here. This is Terry Sisk, our accompanist. And with I just believe in getting going. So let's stand up and warm up. Everybody up, please. Stretch. We'll talk more later. This way. But you came for a singing rehearsal, not a talking rehearsal. This way. Roll your shoulders forward. Roll them back. Good. Repeat after me. B flat major, please. B flat major. Veil. And just making sound. Hammer in this hand. It could be D major, Terry. And I want you to grab it, and I want you to go ming, 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 ming. Ah. Hammer harder. Ah. Uglier. 2 more. 1 more. Woo! Good. D major again, please. All right, there's a pane of glass in front of you, and you have a spider here. And you have a spider here, grab your spiders, and your spiders go, wee! All right? And you're gonna go, wee, 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 go! Wee, 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 wee. Huh. Wee, 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 wee. 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 Two more. B flat major, please. I love to sing.
I love to sing. I love to sing. I love to sing.
Big breath.
I love to sing. 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 I love to sing.
One more.
I love to sing.
Okay, Terry, can you give us a D, please? Everyone hum that note, go. Energy. Again, you're not pushing on the hum, but there's energy. Even though it's one sustained note, it has buzz. Great cutoff. I want you to sing on that pitch on ooh. Good. Ooh. Ta-da. Bravo. Sing that again, hold. Good. Sing that on ah. Do you see when my hands went like this? You all went, ooh. Can you do that just right on the beginning? Ready? And. Bravo. Have a seat, please. Well, welcome, everybody. We're going to get started. Our first piece tonight we're going to work on is Love's Pure Light. Love's Pure Light. It's bluish. A few just housekeeping notes as we get going tonight. If you're new here, or even if you're not, these are just helpful reminders, is that we like to use every minute here. We will rehearse for a solid hour and a half, and if we do it right, it won't feel that way. But every moment counts. I sometimes talk fast. I am working intentionally to be clearer, but I can't guarantee I always will. So I will do my best to give you the information you need and try to be as clear as possible here. The other piece is, as we dig into music tonight, one of my absolute philosophies that this chorale has just taken and run with is that we sight read aggressively. Now, in this room, we have people who maybe you've never sang in a choir, maybe you haven't sang in a choir since middle school or high school or college. Either way, I want you to read aggressively. If you sing a note that doesn't sound quite right, next time we do it, try a different one, right? You will get more notes right if you read aggressively. This is a warm environment. We work to make this a warm environment. Be good to each other around you. Be good in working. We're all heading towards a common goal. So this program we're going to start working on is a program called a choral kaleidoscope. We've done programs like this before, but three pieces on this program were the genesis for this program. We'll hit each of them tonight at some point. And this piece, Love's Pure Light, was one. We all very much have fallen in love with the music of Elaine Hagenberg, which we sang pieces of last winter, and the whole choral world really has. And as I was looking around, we're putting together what is a holiday concert. Of course, we like our holiday concerts to have a little something extra in them that isn't always quite holiday-y. But this piece of hers struck me. I love a setting of a familiar text with completely new music. And so as you're going to notice, as we sight read the first section of this tonight, it is just the text of Silent Night that many of you know from Christmases or holiday seasons past. But she just completely stretches and creates a completely new sort of harmonic and melodic world. And that each piece on this program is a piece that I think sort of spins us in a different way, like a kaleidoscope. That if you turn it and look at it from a different perspective, it has new colors and new ideas and new freshness. So every piece on this program is its own little kaleidoscope. All right, let's read, shall we? Here we go. Terry will give us some intro, and then I want you to do your best. All right? I'll give you two. 1, 2. And 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. 3, and off. Yeah, good job, sopranos. Bravo, stop there. Yes, great job, good reading. Read even more aggressively. Beginning again. Now, if you sang 0 right notes, try to sing 1. If you were at 75%, work to get to 80. And then we'll take it apart. If you were 100%, that's why we love you. We love having you here. Welcome. But work to sing more. But you see, you got it as you went along. Keep reading aggressively. Also, for right now, you are singing so dynamically sensitive. Sing a little louder right now. Sing out a little bit. We'll pull back when it's time. Here's the intro. 1 and 2. And we'll go back. Crescendo. 2. 2, 3, and. Stretch. Take crescendo. Wow. 2. Crescendo. Off. Bravo, beginning again, beginning, magnificent. I would love to begin with tenors and basses at the very beginning of this piece. Measure 5. Now, if you're new to the chorale, something we're going to do a lot is we're going to rehearse on a neutral syllable, typically either D or do. Okay, we're either going to sing on D or do. So in this case, we're going to sing on D. So what that means is, give me an A. If I'm a bass, I'm going to go D, D, D. I'm just going to sing on a neutral syllable. But can I hear tenors and basses together? You begin on the same pitch. 3, and. And. 2, 3, and. Oh, that's magnificent. And. And. Stop there. You sound so good. Look at measure 17. That's where we sort of went cattywampus. 17, please. Those two parts, sopranos and altos, you're next. Here's bass note, tenor note, 3 and 4. harmony, and. Bravo, and. 2, 3. 3, 4, and. 3, and. I will just say there was a time in the Latin chorale's history where the thought of easily running through 3 or 4 part tenor bass parts was unheard of. So bravo to being here and bravo to your singing. That's amazing. It's really remarkable. All right, sopranos and altos, you're up. Now, sopranos and altos, you have these luxurious eighth notes. Right? It has to have, right from the beginning, even as we learn it tonight, it has to have the music in it. Tenors and basses, you can hum if you want to study behind the scenes, but sopranos and altos, you're on DDD. Here we go. Here we go. 3 and 4. 2, 3, and. 2, 3, and. Good, pause there. Can we do that one again? Measure 9. Measure 9 again. 3 and 4. 3 and. 2, 3 and. 2, 3 and. 3 and. 2, 3. 2, 3 and. Here. 2 up. Bravo. Measure 25. Gorgeous. Unbelievable. Money. Measure 25. Can I just hear the soprano part? Seconds. It's your time to shine. Seconds. This is, you can sing a forte for all I care at 25, okay? Mezzo piano for everyone else. All right, 25. Both soprano parts. Soprano 1 and 2. 25. 3 and 4. Good. Again, those 2 parts. You got it, seconds. I know you're still learning it. You're doing great. 3 and 4. Everybody, beginning. Everyone write your first entrance. And I want you to sing forte on DDD. I want you to be very unmusical right now. Super unmusical, okay? Forte on D. 3 and 4. Chord, chord, chord. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, up. Crescendo. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, 4. Off. Beginning on text now. Now listen, the reason I had you sing loud and on D, which is a really annoying syllable, is because D makes you sing in a really resonant way. As we put the text on and as we sing in dynamics now, we still want to keep that resonance. I always like to think of it like this. You want to sing softly, but with a loud body. And what I mean by that is, often when we go to sing soft in something, we go like this. right, to high. And it's natural, it's human. I want you to go, silent night. Suddenly you'll realize that everything else about your singing just pops, but it's soft and dynamic. Right at your entrance, please measure 5 on text. 3 and... Bravo. Oh! Mwah. Listen, very good. Remember that when you have moving notes, now that we don't have a consonant, right? We're not going dee, 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 dee. That was really easy. Now suddenly on a vowel, we have to make our voice go. You just have to keep a little separation in there. Silent night. Make all your 8 notes a little short. Again, same place. 3 and... Crescendo! Bravo, stop. Oh, you're just doing an amazing job. Anytime that we have a rest up against a consonant, so for example, bright or the second night, like holy night, we want to make sure that that T is placed with intention on beat 4. Can we all speak for measure 5? Speak your part. We're going to do this in rehearsal as well. We're not going to sing on any pitch. You're just going to go, sa, ha. You're going to sound like cheerleaders. Sa, ha, 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 la, ha, 9. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. So for that one, we'll break, but those are 2 different T's. I'm doing this on purpose. There's a lot to learn here so that we can apply to other places in our music. That T is just going to come really quick on the breath, right? It's different than the one that is in 6, 7, 8. And if this makes 0 sense to you, you'll be fine. Trust me. All right, here we go. Measure 5. Speaking again. 3 and 4. Hold it, hold it, hold it. T. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Now, bravo. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It happens to every choir in the history of the world. We're going to sing this, and it's going to be beautiful. You're going to go, silent night, holy night. Right? It's going to ruin it. So, the one danger of doing that exercise is that you learn one bad habit. So what I'm going to ask you is, the T can be accurate, but it's not accent. I think we can do that. You're smart people. Beginning again, right on your entrance. We'll go on. Be ready. 3 and... Crescendo. Perfect. Soprano lead. Soprano. Accent to sopranos. Yes. And. Crescendo here. 2, 3, and. Crescendo. Good. If we have time, we'll read more of that. Moving on. Look for beautiful work, everybody. We'll do Sweet Rivers, please. Sweet Rivers. Take out Sweet Rivers. Also blue. Also blue. Real quick, as you look for that, we switch pieces. A mind of how it'll work. I always do this at the first couple rehearsals, to remind people about the way we learn music around here, which is very rarely, if ever. Actually, we'll do this once a night. We only do it with short pieces. Do we begin a piece and just muscle our way to the end? It's not a way to learn a concert because it doesn't make a lot of sense. So for example, for this concert, There's a color-coded spreadsheet, right, of every measure in the piece, right? And they're labeled easy, medium, or hard. Now, you'll see later in pieces there's a lot of difficult, right? So it's how many measures we got to learn. The goal is always to frame in the music first. So we might learn 8 measures of something. We'll come back to that piece next week and learn the next 16. But when we learn this way, it just creates, I think, it locks the choir in better. It means we learn more organically, and we can work on detail. And so again, not every single note may be right before we move on. That's actually on purpose, right? We want to build the frame of the house before we make sure we decorate it. All right, you're on Sweet Rivers. Sweet Rivers is by Sean Kirshner, and it's actually a newly created, it sounds like a folk song, but it's a newly created folk song of sorts. Sean Kirshner, if any of you were with us when we sang Unclouded Day, is an amazing arranger and composer of sort of American folk music. And he sort of elevates it in a really impactful way, which is why I sort of love this piece. I think the best way to start this piece is I want everybody to be a soprano and alto at the very beginning. All right? So tenors and basses, go ahead and sing whatever octave's comfortable. You won't sing this for real, but I want this melody to get in everyone's head. So can you just play with us right on the first entrance? Sweet on 10s. 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet. 2. Stop there. Very nice. Very good. I love it. But it has to have a little more energy. So here's how we're going to do that. Can we all speak it? Sweet rivers of redeem. Everyone's speaking on rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet rivers of redeeming of my justice before my eyes. Had I the kingdoms of okay, I love it. Better. Now I want you to do it like I want you to speak it like you're a cheerleader. Sweet rivers of redeeming love lie just before my eyes. All right? Do you speak it that way? Not like you're like reading your taxes off. Here we go. Speaking again. 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet rivers of redeeming love lie just before my eyes. What else are you going to say? Stop. Now, can you sing it that way? Everyone singing for the beginning? Oh, 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet rivers of redeeming love, my just before my eyes. Stop. Very good. Now, can we start at the beginning? Do a little sight reading. Sopranos and altos low. Sopranos and altos. Actually, tenors and basses, you come in when it's your time. But now let's sing it as written. Here we go. Sopranos and altos. 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet. Here we go. And stop there. Very good. Very good. Very good, everybody. Can we now look at top of 4? Top of 4, please. Top of 4. And can we all speak our part? Tenors and basses is going to be very exciting for 2 measures. Here we go. This is pick up to measure 13. Pick up to measure 13, speaking your part with enthusiasm. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. I rise superior to my tainted joy, Good, very nice, good. So what did we learn? We learned, everybody, look at measure 16. Alto, tenors, and basses. you come in strong on beat 3. Draw an accent over that I. And it offsets from the melody, and that's on purpose. It sounds real cool, all right? I. That's what we want. Can we speak that again, please? Pick up 213, please. I rise. 1 and 2 and 3.
I rise superior to my king with joy, a strength of wind. I cross o'er Jordan's stormy waves and leave the world beyond.
Bravo, stop there. Look at measure 18, sopranos and altos. Repeat after me. Stormy waves.
Stormy waves.
Again.
Stormy waves.
I think I'm having more fun than you. It goes like this. Stormy waves. And
stormy waves.
again. Stormy
waves.
So it da da di da da. And
stormy waves.
yeah, we just want that to have some pop. All right, can we sing? Altos and sopranos, please. Pick up the 13. Pick up the 13 altos and sopranos. I'd rise. 1 and 2 and 3. Magnificent. Measure 13, tenors and basses. Measure 13, tenors and basses, please. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and. Magnificent. One quick thing. Look at measure 15, tenors. He didn't write it here, but I want it. Can you sing O at measure 15 tenors? It's not in there, but the bass is switching. It will sound real cool. So you're singing ooh, 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 and then you both will sing O together. It will sound really magnificent. Those two parts again, please. And can something special happen at measure 15? You surprise me. Here we go. Here we go. 13, please. Tenors and bass. Oh, sorry. Just tenors and basses. Ooh, 3 and 4. O. All right, the way, if you cross over Jordan's banks like that, you're going to get caught in a tide. Even though it's piano, it has to have rhythm. I cross over Jordan's stormy waves. Everybody now pick up the 13. Pick up the 13. I'd rise. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Energy, energy, energy. Marvelous. Now, beginning. We're kind of getting a taste of everything tonight. And part of that taste is, and what I love about a concert like this that has music of various genres and styles, is that it's actually the best of what it is to be a singer. Being a singer is the best, and here's why. We get to sing in so many different ways. On this concert, if you sing every piece with the exact same style, vocalism, you're not doing it right. Every piece has its own flavor. This one has to be folksy, right? So I want you to think about sopranos and altos at this opening, like a favorite folk singer, a favorite voice, right? A voice that's clear but has character and is telling a story, right? You can never sing the sweet rivers of redeeming love righteous, right? You can never do it. Sweet rivers of redeeming love lie just before my eyes, right? That's the way this is supposed to sound. Beginning, please. Right at your first entrance, altos and sopranos, and then tenors and basses be ready to sing. Ooh, here we go. Well, 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet rivers of redeeming love lie just before my eyes. Good. I want to do it one more time, and then we're going to preview another piece. Here's what you need to think about, and this is another good thing to get out of the way too at a first rehearsal. Choral music has a lot of religion in it, right? A lot of great choral music, because that's where the venues were so much. And often Christian theology, words, themes, and all the above. We are not a religious organization. We're not a religious choir per se. We sing a lot of music because that's what the repertoire very often is. And it's the medium, and that often is when you deal with an old text like this set in a new way, that's what you feel. But I challenge you, just as you would any poetic text in your life, to see what this means to you in a symbolic way, right? This idea of sweet rivers of redeeming love. Like, have you ever been redeemed by someone who you probably didn't deserve to be forgiven by? Probably, right? We all have to an extent, right? And this, I'd rise superior to my pain, with joy outstrip the wind, right? How do you sing that? And you have to sing it like you mean it right away, right? And again, I actually fully believe that if you wait to be musical, it is too late. The first rehearsal, the first time you sing a note, right? As you learn, you want to learn it musically. If you learn it like a robot, right? If you learn it like beep, boop, beep, boop, the performance will sound that way. But if you learn it with humanity and your brain's already there, you'll be happier. All right, beginning, please, one more time, and then we'll move on. Sweet rivers. The tone was beautiful. More of that, please, friends out to us. 1 and 2 and 3. Sweet. Happy. Triumphant. Pause there. Stop there for tonight. Take out Jesus Christ, the apple tree. Jesus Christ, the apple tree. How many of you have sang this before? How many of you sang in an Episcopal choir when you did it? Oh yeah, there you go. It's almost time for time. So this is a piece that is well known, sort of in we think of as Anglicans, big in the UK, and part of that, and thus it sort of has bled into Episcopal church tradition. But it's also just one of the prettiest things I've written. You're probably looking at it like, one page, flip. And this is the one I'd like us to read through tonight. Real quick as we start, you'll see the composer is Elizabeth Poston. She's like an incredibly cool person to read the Wikipedia page of. I encourage you all to do it. She kind of knew everyone in the UK, like from the early 20th century till she died in 1987. Like, she edited some C.S. Lewis books. She composed with Ralph Vaughan Williams. She just sort of knew everybody and did everything. She was really integral at the BBC during World War II, was responsible for some of the secret messages that got sent out over airwaves. She lived like the coolest life ever. And then she wrote one of the prettiest anthems ever. And so this piece it's actually super quirky. Another thing about this concert that I hope to explore with you all is a lot of these pieces deal with texture. And texture in music can mean a lot of different things. I think in a choral context, it means unison, to 2 parts, to 3 parts, to 4 parts, to 8 parts, and how that changes the way we hear things. Again, with that whole kaleidoscope idea. So it begins unison. In this case, we'll just use sopranos and altos unison here at the beginning. Altos, you can sing as high as you want. You can bail whenever. You're under no duress to sing the entire thing. All right? And actually, if you go listen to some recordings of this too, you'll find that a lot of the choirs take it down to B instead of C major. They take it down a key or two, a half step or two. I don't know if we'll do that yet or not, but we'll learn it in this key. So let's just read it, shall we? So verse 5. So we come back to the beginning at the end. So you'll sing verse 1, and then verse 2 is SSAA split. So altos are at the bottom, sopranos at the top. That's pretty clear. You'll turn the page. You finish that verse. Tenors and basses, you don't come in until it says 4-part, and then we're in 4-part SATB texture. All right, let's sight read Those of you who know it, lead us. Here we go.
But then, what are we singing on verse 5?
I don't quite know yet. We'll stop when we get it. Here's the thing. We're going to sight read until verse 5, and then I'm going to explain to you the problems with verse 5. Okay. All right, here we go. Because I find there to be some significant problems with verse 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Verse 2. Beautiful reading. Tenor bass, join us. Verse 4. Should have been flipping. Pause. Amazing sight reading. Turn back to the beginning. Now, you'll note there's a little asterisk. Do you see the little asterisk? That verse 5 is an optional round. I find this to be a weird round. I don't know if it sounds good. And if you listen to a lot of recordings of it, very few people do the actual round on verse 5. They just have another unison verse that ends it. I kind of want to do the round with all of you because you're ambitious and adventurous and willing people and participants. But we're going to ignore it for today. So, can everyone go back to verse 3? Verse 3, let's work it. Very good sight reading, everybody. So, a couple quick housekeeping things throughout this entire piece, and I'll note them as we go back through. Do you all see, again, two things about this piece. It's a cappella, and we are in zero hurry to finish the song, meaning that we can take as much time as we want to get through these phrases. We don't want to sound breath-starved, but hey, this is a big choir, and one of the benefits of a big choir is that you can sing slower in some ways, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But every time you see one of those, what looks like a comma, but it's a breath mark, you're basically going to put in an extra beat of rest. It's basically what a lot of folks interpret that as, and what I kind of like. So, for example, if I'm starting verse 3, for happiness I long have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. For happiness. You guys see how that works? It just sort of gives us a little extra pause. Everything else will be singing straight through. And you'll note that there's one of those in every verse. And I'll point them out to you all. But just note that those little commas, just throw in an extra beat. All right, can we all begin? Verse 3, please. Verse 3. For happiness. On text. 1 and 2. yeah, so again, there's a comma there, right? So we'll throw in an extra beat. So every time you see that little breath comma thing, we'll put an extra beat. A while, ba-dee, da, da. Verse 4 again, beautiful, everybody. It gets better every time. I'm weary. 1 and 2 and. Bravo. Now, can everyone start at verse 3 again? And can we sing that a cappella, please? Verse 3 a cappella. 1 and 2 and. Hey, really good intonation. We just sort of got lost a few times. So, can I hear tenors and basses? Tenors and basses, verse 3, please. 1 and 2 and 3. 4. My Lord. Oh yeah, very good. We'll just make sure we put an extra verse. All right, can we now hear skippy backwards to verse 2? We're on the first page. Verse 2, please. Tenors and basses. Take a smoke break. All right, just briefly, don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. All right, can we sing this on DDD? I think we can read this, sopranos and altos. It's very stepwise, but can we sing it with a lot of buzz on DDD? 1 and 2 and D. D. Alto. Alto 2. Good. Now on text, and can you turn the page faster? Now, again, you had the classic. You were like, "Oh, I'm singing so well!" Like, ah! All right. Turn the page to text, please. Verse 2. 1 and 2 and. Tenors and basses come in. Basses, lead us. Verse 4, a cappella. Harmony. sopranos and altos, verse 5. Thank you. All right, take out, it's another photocopy, Kala Kala, please. Light Bride. I was going to summarize this to you. So this is the second movement from Eric Whitacre's 5 Hebrew songs, which it's very funny to say this because Eric Whitacre was like the hot choral composer of my youth. But this piece is like 18 years old. And it's funny to think because I still sometimes myself, I'm like, Eric Whitacre, new composer, 18 years old. I'm sure this is the first of many moments like that in my life. So, but what I'll say is, it's funny because now you can look back on a 20-year career that Eric Whitacre has had, and it's amazing the pieces that have stuck. And this one is one of them. We're doing the second movement of this because, again, it plays into this texture kaleidoscopy theme. And I was going to sort of summarize it for you, but actually Eric Whitacre's note makes it better. So I'm just going to read that to you. So Eric Whitacre writes, in the spring of 1996, my great friend and brilliant violinist, Friedemann Eichhorn, invited me and my girlfriend at the time, Hilla Pittman, a soprano in parentheticals, to give a concert with him in his home city of Speyer, Germany. We had all met that year as students at the Juilliard School, and we were inseparable. Because we were appearing as a band of traveling musicians, Friede asked me to write a set of troubadour songs for piano, violin, and soprano. I asked Hilla, who was born and raised in Jerusalem, to write me a few postcards in her native tongue. And a few days later, she presented me with these exquisite and delicate Hebrew poems. I set them while we vacationed in a small skiing village in the Swiss Alps, and we performed them for the first time a week later. Each of the songs captures a moment that Hilla and I shared together. Kala Kala, which means light bride, was a pun I came up with while she was first teaching me Hebrew. The bells at the beginning are the exact pitches that awakened us each morning in Germany as they rang from a nearby cathedral. These songs are profoundly personal for me, born entirely out of my new love for the soprano, poet, and now my beautiful wife. And so these are love songs at their core. They're the most loved songs. And this one I love. And one of the reasons I love this one is we get sort of a dueling tenor, bass, soprano, alto movement in this, which I love. So look at the very beginning. The tenors and basses get very romantic. Can you give me F sharp? They sing. Dee, 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 they keep going. And there's a fermata. It's all very serious. And then the sopranos altos go la 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 la, right? And then you go out, right? I won't do the rest. Now, so what I love is there's this incredible contrast, right? Tenors and basses are very serious. And then the sopranos and altos go, na, 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 na. This is how it is, right? So let's sight read it. I just take a bunch of it too, but let's have fun with it, shall we? Tenors and basses, sing romantically. Beginning. No text right now. Let's sing on D, D, D. D, 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 please. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. D, 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 D. Beautiful. And. Oh, beautiful. Silence. And then here's the A sopranos and altos. Sing that. Ready to go? Oh yeah, sorry. Let's sing on D D D now. It will make us more nimble, believe it or not. So sing D. Ready go. Yeah. But a fermata, you're singing the fermata like you're waiting at a bus stop, and I want you to sing the fermata like you were about to surprise someone. So D. All right, here we go. Ready? Sing it. Go. Good. And now let's sight read it. Here's the E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, good. Let's do that again. Good. Let's do that again. So good. 17, measure 17. This is on page 7. Let's do that a little slower, shall we? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jazz hands. All right, good. Now, and so you get the feel, right? This 6/8 to 2/4 is so fun. All right, let's do that again. Sopranos, altos, a little faster, starting at 9. We'll skip the A for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Beginning, tenors and basses. Tenors and basses start. I'll give you 2 eighth notes. 1, Stretch. Let's sight read on. Some harmony starts to slip in. Tenors and basses, but you start in unison, same as before. 4, 3, and out. Do your best sight reading. Don't be afraid. Tenors, courage. D, 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 D. D. All right, sopranos and altos, ready to go? D. And. Ah. 2, 3, off. And we'll stop there for tonight. Very good. Put that away. Very good. Take out now this little light of mine. Okay. I realized as I was putting this program together that it had been a minute since we had done a Moses Hogan piece. We did a huge bunch of them, like 4 or 5 years ago, before the pandemic, as a set in the middle. And then I was just really struck by this one, which I've always loved. Now, you'll note that this is for, a lot of it is soloist, but with vocal orchestra underneath it is what I'm going to call it. And the real magic of this is what you guys create underneath. And again, I thought that was an interesting texture piece. How many of you regularly went to like a Methodist church that used the blue hymnals? Okay, good. Now, in your church service, did they ever turn to this little light of mine in that hymnal? Do you remember? Yes, some of you remember. Okay, because this is a second tune of this little light of mine that I love, but that a lot of people don't know. So, for example, we all know this little light of mine, right? I'm gonna let it, which is great, love it. But this tune is a totally different one. Give me a B flat, Gary. This one goes, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Everyone sing the solo with me at measure 5. Everyone sing the solo with me at measure 5. We're just singing unison the solo. 3 and 4. This little light of mine, this little light of Fermata? Let it shine, let it shine. Right? And what I love about that one is the first tune we all know is Celebrating the Light. There's something humble, unsure about this one, how difficult it can be to keep that light alive. And so this one is I just think this is a beautiful arrangement. All right, now here's the tricky part. It actually isn't that much music for us to learn, believe it or not, because it repeats quite a bit. But the few chunks that are in there are surprisingly tricky. Everyone look at the music at the very beginning. I just want us to look at the first 4 measures tonight. And you're like, just the first 4 measures? What? I really want us to look at the first 4 measures, okay? Because this is sort of like a mantra throughout this whole thing. What I would love, before we even attempt to sing this on pitches, everyone go like this. Go. I want you to your rhythm, those first 4 measures. So, for example, if I'm a tenor, I'm going to go. Make sense to everybody? On your own part. Weirdly, the rhythm in these 4 measures is the trickiest part, in my opinion. All right, basses, you start. 3 and 4. Come on, soprano once. Good. Yes, the sopranos. That E flat is going to be super pianissimo, and it's going to go boom right on beat 2. All right, one more time. Those parts again. Again. Same people. Same everybody. 3 and 4. Good. Stop there. Very good. Now, can I just hear? Now let's layer it up. Can I hear basses? Basses. I know this is tricky. Here we go. It kind of is basses, honestly. Here we go. 3 and 4. Oh no! Sorry. Now we're singing. Ooh. 3 and 4. Yeah. So, for example, basses. You gotta kick that little 8th note on the end of 4. One more time. Basses. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Yeah. Right? So pop in the pool there. All right. Can I now hear tenors, please? Tenors. It's not as scary as it looks, I promise. Here we go. Just tenors. 3 and 4 and. Nice. Can I now hear basses and tenors? Basses and tenors. 3 and 4 and. Good, stop there. Now, can I hear altos alone? Altos alone? Altos alone. 3 and 4 and 1. Good. Bass, tenor, alto. Bass, tenor, and alto, please. Here's the E flat. 3 and 4. Good. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Now, can I hear sopranos alone, please? Sopranos alone. 3 and 4 and 1. Bravo. Everybody now. Everybody's in the pool. And it all is going to make sense now. Here we go. Basic start. 3 and 4. Good, good. Now, acapella, 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 acapella. And a little slower. Here's the E flat. 3 and 4. Stop there. Very good. Okay, now. Guys, it sounds so good. I haven't told you this enough tonight because I'm just like going after it. But you all, this is not first rehearsal sound. It is, you are just starting where you left off last season. Those of you who are new to us, you've just already brought so much to us. You're just already making the sound. It's just completely inspiring. It makes me want to push you even harder. All right, so now, as we look at this, two things. Can you all, this is a very specific, important instruction I'm about to give you, okay? You need to be way more cool, okay? You need to just be a lot cooler, all right? Right? That E flat sopranos is just like bang, like it just has to be cooler, people. You have to be more interesting, all right? Right now you're singing it like little robots, right? Now, yeah, we want all the rhythm in the right place. We want all this stuff to happen, but you just have to lean into the style a little more. Here we go. Acapella, please, beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good, okay, good. Now you're gonna do that again, and then you're gonna sight read on. And it's similar-ish, but not the same, which I know is the hardest thing in the entire world. Terry's gonna start playing with you at measure 5, okay? Again, ignore the solo part for now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Basses, 3 and 4. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, my bad. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is a repeat. Go back. Measure 5. All through the night, I'm gonna let it shine. All through the night, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, fermata, altos. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it... Keep going. Second ending. Turn the page. Hold. You're doing so well. Good. That was a cutoff. Now you're doing so well. Let's go on. 2 things to think about. Where is it? Oh yeah, I know where it is. We're now on page 6 in case you've been lost, and it's okay if you've been lost. That's the fun part of this. And we're going to start at measure 25 where we get to sing text. Everyone look at bottom of 7 though real quick. You're going to close to the N on that shine. I'm gonna let it shine. That'll just be a fun thing when we get there. I'll remind you. All right, everyone start at 25. And these are accents. My God, give to me. And basses. All right, here we go. 25. Let's roll up the pitches a little. So E. Tenor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, children. Oh, Lord. First sopranos. Hallelujah, children. Good. Oh, you're rock stars. Shine. Tenors completely in time. Also, everyone, shine. Everyone go. Ready, go. Yeah. Go. Just close in. Oh, that's so good. I want to start at measure 33. Measure 33. Measure 33. And can this have I want you to observe every accent. 3 and go. My God, give it to me. You go on. And to the end. Go on. 1, 2. Close to the end. Shine. Now this is the fun part. Just sorry, do your best. Here we go. Let it. Cut off. Close to the end. Good. So everyone, you're gonna go shine. You're gonna close to the end. Don't sing shine. All right, everyone sing the last chord. Last chord. This is so fun. Last chord. And you're gonna close to the end. Ready, go. That's it. Do it again, but get there faster. Ready, go. Even faster. Ready, and. You guys are in a sort of mood tonight, which I love, so we're just going to learn this ending because we can. So let's look at, because I'm in charge. Pick up the measure 41. But you have it in you tonight, so we're just going to do it tonight because there's going to be a rainy October rehearsal, and if I save this for rainy October rehearsal, it'll be a mess. We're going to do it tonight on enthusiastic first hop rehearsal, okay? All right, here we go. I want to start with the basses. This is Let It Shine. Pick up the 41. The measure numbers are at the bottom. And you don't close to the end on these. These are open vowel. Open vowel. Shaw. All right, here we go. Bass baritones. Ready to go. Let it. Cut off. Cut off. Don't breathe. Close. Yeah, good low E flat. Good. Can we add tenor? That last one, do you see the dot? Everyone see the dotted line? That means don't breathe. Okay, so we'll carry over on that one. We breathe between the other ones. Great question. Can I hear tenors now? Here we go, tenors. Ready, go. Cut off. Cut off. And 3. Yeah, good. Yeah, and get to the end. Pray on that. Can I hear alto? Alto, just all alto. I was going to do something else. Altos, ready? Here we go. Ready, go. Cut off. Cut off. And. Yeah, get to the end, people. All right, very good. Now can I hear sopranos? Let it shine. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ready, go. Let it. Cut off. Cut off. Don't breathe. Get to the end. Good. Everybody now. Oh, everyone's in the pool. Bigger than 41. And this goes exactly like you think it do. So here's the great thing about Moses Hogan. So Moses Hogan unfortunately died in his early 40s. And he had sort of just like taken the spiritual arrangement and turned it on its head with some of the most fantastical, artistic, unbelievable arrangements known to man. And so everything he does is intentional. There is no wasted note here. And what is he doing? So think how humble the beginning is. What are you all doing at the beginning? Just a background, solo. And at the end, you've built this confidence to literally shine. And he writes the shiniest ending of all time. And each one gets softer. Do you see that? So you sing double forte on the first one, and then the next one's mezzo. It's still not soft. And then mezzo piano, diminuendo, and by the time you close to that end, it's pianissimo. Let's make that happen tonight. Here we go. Let it shine. And I'll give you each beat. Here we go. Ready, and let it shine. Yes, but so what it can't, you're so good. What it can't be is let it, right? It's let it shine. Shine. Right, that's what it is. All right, here we go. 1, and let it shine. The cutoff has to be as dramatic as the singing. Here we go again. Last time, I promise. Here we go, and let it shine. The best. All right. Oh, you all ruined my plan. I know. Yes, got it. So, okay, before we go away, before we do a quick announcement thing and go away, and then maybe we'll just sing that one more time because it's so fun. So don't tuck that away. Keep this little light of mine near. Everyone take out the times they are changing. I wanted to get to this tonight. At least touch it. I wanted to just touch it. And it's probably a little too complicated to touch. But I want to do it because this is the piece that cracked open this program. So when I sit down to program, I basically make 4 different programs that I throw out because I hate them. And I spend about a couple months doing this. And then in like 2 days before I have to have a program exists. And actually, I think all that thinking, all that critical thought is good actually for learning and for all these pieces. But this piece changed the whole dynamic for me. I've always loved this song, this great Bob Dylan song. This arrangement, we won't hear it all tonight because we're not going to sing through it all. We need to sort of work through it a little more. But this arrangement gave me this kaleidoscope idea because it took something that you hear in Bob Dylan's voice, that you hear in a very folky way, right? You hear guitar, you hear that simplicity, and it took it for me, and it just made this text sound totally different to my ears. And it literally felt like a kaleidoscope. It felt like, bam. So I thought let's just read. Let's just start right on our vocal entrance. Quick thing at the beginning, before we get going, everyone look at page 4. Just at the beginning, there's a recording of this, I think it's Concordia, by the Concordia Choir that I love. And they don't do the soloists at the beginning, so we won't either. So the way this is going to work is, at the beginning, where it says solo, that's all sopranos. Come gather round people wherever you roam. That's all sopranos on the melody there. Altos, you're going to sing A1, A2 split at the bottom. You see that? So basically, alto ones, you're going to sing what looks like the soprano part, and alto twos, you'll sing regular alto part. And it's very low. It actually might sound slightly better because you guys can really lock into that harmony. So that's the way we're going to do this, okay? But let's start with our oohs. You guys are like the best ooh choir ever tonight. All right, here we go. Here are your pitches. And 1, 2, 3, 4, da, da, and come gather round people. If you're tired, then you better start singing. Good. Let's do all that again. And then next week we'll start with this. Read it again. On your oohs. And then your homework for this week is to go listen to that recording. We'll send it around. But that's your homework for the week. All right, right on your oohs. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. 1, 2, 3, hold. And come gather. If you're tired, and you Beautiful. Put that away. Have this little light of mine in your hand, but I just have a couple announcements before we do our. First off, what an amazing first rehearsal. Crazy. The turnout is amazing. Can you raise your hand if you're new tonight? Hey, welcome. Welcome. People are going to talk to you. They're going to introduce themselves. We'll have some name tags in the first couple weeks here coming up. But that welcome, that's like genuine. That's just like kind of what we do. And so I'm thrilled to start this season. A couple quick things. Michelle, raise your hand. That's our alto section leader, Michelle. And George, who does tenors and basses back there. And then Anita is not here tonight, but our soprano one. And the thing, though, is if you're new tonight, or maybe especially if you're returning, you should get a weekly email from your section leader. If you find by next Sunday you did not get a weekly email, write Sharon. Everyone wave to Sharon in the back, who's also amazing. And Sharon, our president, does a lion's work to keep us organized throughout the year, and we're super appreciative for her. But if you don't get an email, those emails are chock full. Sharon spends a lot of time, and they're full of information, especially as we get towards concerts, but even as we begin the season. And then I have one slightly not happy thing, but one we wanted to acknowledge, and that is that one of our longtime and dear members, Mia Fleming, is moving to Florida, I believe, right? And Mia has been with the group. How many years you've sang with us? So Mia's sang with us for years, and Mia, you are beloved. You are absolutely loved. I can't actually comprehend the Loudon Crawl without you. And so, can we give a round of applause for Mia for her years of dedication? Love you. Anything you want to say?
I went to the Loud Crowd in September 2006, and ironically, that right after I moved into my current house, and I stayed there and moved to my current house. And I cannot, for the past 18 years, singing with the Loud Crowd and doing our concerts has been like an integral part of my life. If I had that week, I could look forward to Sunday night, come here and sing some really awesome music and meet some really awesome people. This has been, this is one of the most supportive, friendly, talented choirs I've ever sung with. And it's just, it has been an honor and a pleasure to sing with you all. And I wish you all a fantastic season and year. I hope to come back and hear wonderful of your concerts, especially if it goes directly. And I wish all of you God's blessings. Max is truly, and Terry, it's been an honor and pleasure to work with both of you as well.
Thank you. Thank you. And so I thought we always end standing and singing. And so I thought, since Mia's a soprano and has amazing high notes, let's all sing the end of This Little Light of Mine. Stand up, turn to the last page, and we'll sing a little Let It Shine, Let It Shine. This is, I think, measure 41. And sing it just like sing it just like you sang it. And that's how we'll end tonight. Ready, go. Let it close to the end. Have a great week. See you. Bye. Great work. Ugh.